In this lesson, we'll set up our foot roll systems. Now, if you've already gone through Introduction to Character Rigging, which I hope you have before jumping into this course, you should already be aware of the steps to rig a foot roll, and that's basically what we'll do here. Let's go ahead and get to it. We'll create a point helper. Let's make sure its display is set to cross, and we might go ahead and change the size if we need to. Let's go ahead and first add it to our scene. Let's right-click to exit the helper tool, and then we'll use Alt-A to align this to the left ankle. Nice, so that's position and orientation. Now this helper will be used to control the IK goal. Let's go ahead and now clone it with Control V. We'll make it a copy, we'll choose OK. And now we'll use Shift A to quick align this to our foot bone. We want to leave the orientation as it is because it will drive the ankle. But we want to make sure that the pivot point is right here at the foot bone. Now let's go ahead and clone this object. We'll then go ahead and use Alt-A to align to the foot bone. But then we'll make sure to quick align it to the toe nub. Now at this point it's time to create a heel pivot. So we could always just go ahead and clone this helper. With our move gizmo set to local, we'll hold down Shift and we'll drag to create our copy. Now let's go ahead and grab our rotate gizmo. Let's make sure it's set to gimbal, and what I'd like to do is make sure that the y-axis is parallel to our grid, just to make sure that the heel is nice and straight, it doesn't have a weird angle to it. So what we can do is go to our y-axis and set this value to 0. Nice. Next, let's go ahead and bring back the character. We'll go ahead and take the helper for our heel, and let's go ahead and just translate it forward, just so that it's right at the edge of the heel. At that point, I'll go ahead and take the y-axis and bring this down to our grid. Great. So this should give us a nice heel roll. It's now time to rename all of our helpers. Let's go ahead and hide the character. We'll get started with the first one that we created. So its name will be PTL ankle. Alright, sweet. I'll go ahead and copy this name. We'll go to the next one, right here at the foot bone, and we'll name this PTL foot. Nice. So you get the idea. Let's go ahead and move to the next helper. We'll go ahead and paste, and that'll be PTL toe. Nice. Now let's go ahead and take care of the heel. So paste and change the suffix to heel. Nice. So at this point we can basically go ahead and do the same thing for the right foot. I'll pause the video and do that on my end, but before I do that, let me go ahead and show you how to mirror the heel, because that might be kind of tricky, or might seem kind of tricky, but it really isn't. What we could do is go ahead and clone our helper, and then from there we can go ahead and switch our coordinate system for the move gizmo to view. Now all we need to do is go ahead and use the reciprocal and the x-axis. So I'll just go ahead and remove the negative operator. There we have it. We have something we can now snap to. Sweet. So from there, again, we'll just go ahead and go through the same process of getting all of these added to the right foot. And when I come back, we'll have a look at the layout that I've used, and then we'll proceed from there. And I'm back. Alright, so as you can see, I've set up all of the helpers on the right foot. Also pivot snapped the heels helper over to our temporary helper. And once we've done that, we no longer need the temporary object. We can go ahead and highlight that and delete it. Alright, sweet. And then, with our rotate gizmo set to gimbal, I made sure to zero out the y-axis to flatten out the helper. Alright, wonderful. Now it's time to do some linking work. We'll want to take the ankle and link to the foot to the toe, and toe to the heel. The heel is going to be linked to our animation control. So let's go ahead and get to that. we could start with the right foot. I'll go ahead and grab PTR ankle. We'll grab our linking tool. We'll link over to our foot helper. From there, let's go ahead and link to the toe, and the toe will be linked to the heel. After we've done that, we can then go ahead and take the heel and link to our control object. And now watch this. With the heel still selected, we can press Control Page down to grab that entire hierarchy, and we can now go ahead and freeze the transforms of those objects. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the left foot. I'll pause the video and do that on my end. Okay, sweet. So I've linked and frozen the transforms of the helpers that are attached to the left foot. All right, now it's time to finish up. Let's go ahead and get to it. We'll go ahead and take the IK goal and we'll link to the ankle helper. Sweet. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and freeze the transforms of the IK goal. Now we can go ahead and set up a few orientation constraints. Let's go ahead and grab the ankle bone. We'll then go ahead and grab our orientation constraint and we'll constrain to our foot helper. No shifting should occur because we've made sure to align this helper to the orientation of the ankle bone, the bone that we've just orientation constrained. Sweet. Now we can go ahead and take the foot bone and we'll want to orientation constrain to the toe helper. That should be it. So when we go ahead and grab, let's say, the foot helper and we start to rotate, there's our foot roll. How cool. When we grab the toe and we start to rotate that, we can go ahead and pivot the toe now and take a look. We can also go ahead and pivot the heel as well. How nice. So I'll leave the right side up to you. We're using the exact same steps. Make sure to link your IK goal and then use orientation constraints to finish up. Now in the following lesson, we'll finish our foot control system by setting up all of those custom attributes that we've created so that they can actually control something. That's really important, right? So again, let's go ahead and do that in the next lesson.